Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's Jira Bro, and today we're gonna be talking about the data security policies. Data security policies are actually pretty good because you can add some rules in order to protect your data, which is really important. Not only talking about the Jira as a product here, but talking about us as individuals. So in this video we have you're gonna go and to start from scratch. In order to do this, you need to go to your admin.atlassian.com. You need to select the security and go to data security policies, which is under the data protection. Now you're gonna click on create a new policy. I'm going to call this block. I'm going to say block 1. I'm gonna click on create. Now here right now, this policy, the status of this policy is actually inactive. We want to add some coverage to this policy, right? We want to know what this policy is going to do, so we're going to click on this. When we actually click on this, we're going to be presented with two options in here. First of all is spaces and projects and products. The difference is that the first one it's for covering the pages and issues in selected Confluence spaces and Jira projects. And these are the supported rules. This one, which is actually an interesting one, is the app access. To block the apps from accessing some certain data. This is actually pretty great because within the Atlassian marketplace, there are actually a lot of custom-made applications by some people or third-party vendors, or folks like that. And the thing is that you don't really want to give every single permission to those applications, especially if some of those applications don't really have a lot of installs. The rating is not good, and then again, it asks you for some permissions. So yeah, you can actually block that access. You also have the anonymous access. And this is for Jira only, where it says to block access to data for users who aren't logged into your Atlassian instance. And also to data export, to block exports of Confluence pages, blogs, and Jira issues. Of course, this is if you actually really want to block someone from doing it. You never know. Maybe some employee in your company gets fired. They get frustrated. They go to your Jira. They go to your Confluence. They export all of the projects. All of the names of the people are actually in there, and things like that. So yeah, that is the breach of privacy that you actually don't wanna have, right? So you want to take some extra precautions. I'm gonna create this policy right here, and now it's gonna ask me, okay, I have two products, so I'm gonna be using this for Jira, and it says to select the data that I want to cover here. So I can select items from a maximum number of 15 different product instances. So in here I have these projects right here, and let's say I wanna limit this for the IT support. I want to go for Confluence, and I want to go for IT support in here as well. Alright, and for my personal space, I'm gonna click on next. And now, what is it saying? So you can update selected items at any time, and these are the items in here. I'm gonna click on save. It's going to take saving, and what I'm going to do now, this policy is now active. Now, I have this data that has been covered in here. So when you actually close this, it won't be saved, which is actually pretty good. Now what does it say in here? So data export. In here it says for now the data export is being allowed. I'm going to say I'm gonna block this. Exporting data is going to be blocked. Now we have the app access. Okay, so these are the rules in data coverage. So for Jira, so this is for access of project names and keys, access configuration change, audit logs including users' emails and IP addresses, which this is critical because leaking the users' emails and IP addresses could be really critical. And also to create, update, and delete workflows, and to perform permission configuration changes that affect one or more projects. So this is for the data, right? And the same thing it goes for the Confluence. Of course, the context is different, but it's for apps. It says system apps are not blocked by app access rules. Apps that access certain Atlassian's APIs and apps that use Atlassian API tokens to access data are not blocked by app access rules. All other currently installed apps, updates to those apps, and future app installs can be blocked. I'm gonna say, yeah, okay. So now what we have here, so we have allow list and we have a block list, right? So you want to use this if you want to block access for all apps or only allow specific install apps. Block list if you want to allow access for all apps or only block specific install apps. So yeah, that is the thing. Okay, and now we can say, you know what? Future apps automatically allowed, future apps automatically blocked. So let's say this really depends. This really depends on the needs. If your stakeholders don't want your Jira to have any installed apps whatsoever, any installed apps, even if the vendor is Atlassian, they're going to say no, we don't want to have any third-party integrations, even if they're trusted, even if they're free, we don't want that. That is our policy. That is how we work. Okay, you're gonna go for this one, or you're gonna say, yeah, you know what? If you want to allow access for all of the apps or only block specific installed apps, right? Okay. So right here, so this is something that I have. The following apps are available in the spaces and projects covered by this policy. Select apps to block or skip this step. So here, what I can do, I can choose and I can say, you know what? I want these apps to be blocked. Let's say these two apps. And it's going to be, say, all future apps are going to be allowed. And 2 of 9 apps are actually being updated in here. So, I've done this. Allowed by default, 2 apps are being blocked. Anonymous access. Prevent users from accessing data if they're not logged in into your Atlassian instance. And I'm going to say, yeah, do that as well. So this means that anyone who wants to go to my instance without being logged in, they're not going to be able to do it. The thing is, also, that should be a default security option, right? Or the setting, however you want to call it. That basically, anyone who tries to go to your Jira site, they don't have the account, they cannot do it unless they are registered. But then again, with this anonymous access is blocked, that actually means no one can that doesn't have the Atlassian account can actually join. And of course, in order for them to be joined, they need to be invited to your site, and then they need to accept that invite as well. So that is what we have. So that is for the data security policies. There is another data security policy. I will leave that to you guys to actually test it out and to see how it works. And the second one is being applied for all of the products. So I will leave that in your hands. I will see you guys in the next video. And basically that's it. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.